Ah, glad you're here. The name is Corning, Erastus Corning. You must be the young railroad expert that was recommended to me. Other people don't think much of this newfangled nonsense, but I think investment into this railroad thing and your company is money well spent. I'm the proud owner of a hardware company, and the more railway lines you construct using my steel, the richer I'll get. So don't go bankrupt. But why don't you just get started using the to-do list I created? My company is situated in Albany, so you should connect this city as soon as possible. Don't worry about the difficult terrain. Clever planning is everything.
Okay, welcome everyone back to Railroad Empire 2 with Ike. Gaming Ike here, and we have changed over to PC for the Railroad Empire game. The graphics are just so much better on PC, so we're switching over. And the thing is, it's making us start from scratch. I was hoping we wouldn't have to do that, but it's making us do that, so there's nothing I can do about it. So because of that, we are going to start everything from scratch. Please bear with me as I'm getting used to the controls. So even though I'm not a Railroad Empire newbie per se, I am definitely a PC newbie, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I didn't like where that was set, going down to Portland here. Let's see if I can get this right. Yeah, I really didn't like the way that was set up. Okay, so we'll do track from here down to Boston. Oh, I guess I gotta get closer. 27,000, and there's no dumb bridges or anything, so we'll go with that. I'm gonna go ahead and make that a double. Put our track lines in. A gridiron. Now the first time through I didn't really use gridirons. If you watch my series on that, Ike's Rail Company, you'll see I didn't really take advantage of them very much. So this time we're going to try it a bit different. Okay, so we'll go Portland down to Boston. And we'll make that John Bull because we don't have any express trains. And so that'll cover the train for there. If I want to do one in Bangor, I almost have to. Because I got several trains running here. Okay, there's our Bangor one. So that'll cover everything up on this end. So then Portland, technically I have, if I did one in Boston, that should cover me. So if I did one here, and it should still be at 800%. Yep, perfect. So my express trains, let's look at the trains we have here. My rail lines. Do I have a Bangor to? A Bangor to Portland Express and a Portland to Boston. Okay, so that means I probably want to have one here in Portland for now. Oh, sorry, that was Bangor. So down to Portland, want to have one here. There. So we have that. Okay, so now we should have everything figured out. So what do we have left? We have a connection bonus for this sugar. Alright, let's see. Let's throw a rail line down for this. And we will go this way. Okay, so we will do, there's going to be a tunnel in this one for sure. This one will go, well, we could do it in here, I think. We could go in the fourth one. Definitely do not want a tunnel here. Let's go contour, see what we got, what we're working with. Okay, so if we hold the shift key down, I don't like that. Zoom in. There, we have to go up that much. That's still got a tunnel somewhere. Okay, right there. Alright, so we're up a 2% grade there, 0. And that will give me... Okay, let's do that. Now build that, and in theory we could... $216. Okay, well let's leave that for now. And we'll do a Boston down to New York Express. We'll get a John Bull on that. We'll make an Express. And I don't have enough money. Wait, let's go ahead and we can issue a bond. Let's do that. Okay, so let's, oops. There, I'll pause that again while we're doing stuff. Alright, back to the train line. We can build this. Right. Now we'll do supply tower, which I forgot to put one over there. Put one here. Now we can do a train. From Boston down to New York. And we'll go with the John Bull. Make this one express. We'll say yes. Then we'll get down here and do what it wants us to do. We'll make these one-way gridiron on this end. There we go. And way up here in Boston, we will do another one. Okay, that leaves 151 is what it leaves. So we could. So what we want to do really is put in an express. Not express, sorry. I meant to say a freight line here. Could do put it over here. Okay, let's do that. So then we will we'll see if this works anyways. So this would be New York 1 to Boston's first one here. Let's pull that out a bit. There we go. Now, okay, of course there's a tunnel. Wouldn't expect anything less. Alright, and we got rid of that tunnel. Still got tunnel for set. Okay, right there. And we got a massive bridge, which we don't want. Alright, let's get that down on the ground. Okay, so that's going to be 159. Okay, let's go ahead and on pause right there. Let's see what this will give us. Now, this isn't what I'd ideally want to have done, but this is what I've got working for me at the moment. So I need 159,000. Okay, let's go ahead and pause that while we work on this line. So let's go ahead and build that line from Boston 1, New York 1. Okay, now let's put a train on it. So we got Boston 2 down to New York 1. And let's put a John Bull on that. And this will be just freight. And yes, it's going to be one direction for now, because I just don't think we have enough freight that we want to, wait forever. And we'll see if it's running empty. If it is, we can always adjust it. Okay, so let's go ahead and make these simpler. I know there's a way you can rename these. Let's see if we can figure out a way to rename them somehow. Surely there is. Okay, right there. Alright. So this would be Bangor Freight. Okay, that'll just makes things so much easier. And this would be, oops. Oh, did I name that right? No, I did name that right. Okay, that's fine. And this will be Bangor Express. Maybe I didn't have to do one this like up for Bangor, but I don't know. I just kind of like having things. I'm like kind of a particularly neat person, and I just like having things figured out. All right, so Portland Freight. I don't think we need that main part because we're nowhere near Oregon, so we're fine. And this one's going to be called Portland Express. I suggest you do this if you're watching it. I just think it makes sense. You rename things, especially if you have multiple stations. It just makes things so much easier to understand. So there, we got our freight one there. And we're going to call this Boston Express. There. And then come down New York and do the same thing. So we'll go New York Express. New York City Express. And then we'll go, oops. Oh, that was the other guys. Yeah, the competitors. Yeah, it's true. We don't get to rename his freight. There. Okay, so we'll leave it on pause for a second. So one major blunder I did is, well, I got my warehouse thing here, but I should have did this. I could have saved 5% on bridges. But anyways, we'll take it at this point. I should have did that before I built. So if you haven't did your first round yet, make sure you put that in. Okay, so we got a single track from Bangor to the wool, because Bangor is making cloth. You can't see it's hidden under this triangle. And then we have a single run from Parker's Rest to Portland with cattle for Portland's meat industry, and it's also bringing in wood. Same thing for Boston. Same thing. They're making meat, and it's also bringing in wood. I have a double express line between Bangor and Portland. I have a double express from Portland to Boston, double express from Boston to New York. Then I have a single cargo line from Portland to Boston, which isn't going to do a whole lot at the moment for now. Then I have a single from New York City up to Boston. And then I have sugar going from Bishop's Terminal to Boston. And so if I look, so I'll have my 8 loads of lumber once that gets done. Sugar should be easy enough. 320 passengers. So if I look at Boston, I'm going to have to grow it to 25,000. I didn't mean to click on that. Let's click. Okay, so we're going to need wheat. See how it's not growing over here on the right? We're going to need wheat to help that. And we're going to need corn. So corn, wheat, and alcohol is going to come from New York. So we're going to be fine that way. Sugar is about to come in, so we'll be okay. So it's the wheat and the corn that we need to come up with. Now the closest wheat and corn is way over here on the other side of Albany. So this is where we're going to have to come from right here. And so we could do one like this, let's say. And we could kind of, let's do the contour thing again. Alright, let's stick within our contours. So right away, you know what? Let's get rid of that right away. It's in a, I don't like that. Okay, let's go ahead and shift this. Alright, so now we can go ahead and put this in. We can kind of keep it this way. These are not the greatest contours ever, but so we can definitely want to stay clear of that right there. We can come across. Alright, and then if we come way over here, we can come to there for now. That would be 790. Let's see if we can get that any cheaper. Contour we can get rid of for the second. Alright, so where are we? Pull this thing back up again. So right there, we're going to want to get rid of that. This bridge we don't want. It's not what we want right there. Okay, we can get rid of this. Alright, so we're going to want to move this away from that. So we could probably get rid of this. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I need to remove truck point. Okay, so we could go shift. There we go. There we go. Get that out of the way. Get this out of the way. We could move this very flat there. Okay, let's see. Do we want to go down? Do we want to go up? Okay, let's get rid of this one. Now the idea would be to make this bridge lower. It's not helping me any. There. Okay, so we get it there. We're down to 4 something. And okay, 400 and some thousand. And we did gain a new train. So there we go. So let's go ahead, see if we can collect some more connection bonuses here. We should have one from Parker's Rest here in just a second. And did we get the one? Okay, we must have got the Foster Terminal one already. Still didn't get a Parker's Rest one for some reason. There it is. Okay, now let's pause that. Okay, let's go back to our train building, or our track building screen. Okay, let's go. It's pretty far away, but there's really no other way around it. Johnson Terminal into Boston. So Johnson Terminal, we'll just leave it at this for now. Eventually we're going to want to put a refrigerated car on it, but and we'll go ahead and put a John Bull automatic. See if we put that in, it's going to cost 38. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do it. Should count for meats, vegetables, fruit, dairy. Okay. Actually, no. Let's just take the. So it'll be a one-directional one. All right. So now we're gonna put in our supply terminals. We're gonna need a fair amount of them because it's pretty far away. There. Alright, so now Boston has, once it all starts shipping in, it's going to have connection to wheat, cattle, corn, wood, meat. It's going to have alcohol from New York coming up. It's going to have sugar, and it's going to have cloth. So that puts us in pretty good shape to do our task because we got lumber, sugar, 320 from Portland, and then your 25,000 citizens from Boston. Alright, so let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Come back again next time and we'll start knocking off some of those tasks.